Hi, my name's Isaac Shutt. I'm an estate planning attorney. I'm licensed both in Texas and in Wyoming. Today I'm going to talk about a will component that people often mess up, and that is a specific bequest. So a lot of times when people make their last will and testament, they try to give away each item in their will. So for example, they'll say, I give my house to this person, I give my car to that person, I give so much money to that person, I give this account to that person. And the problem with that is that's a number of specific bequests, but you may leave out the everything else, which in the law is called the residue of the estate. So just so you're comfortable with the terminology, a specific bequest is like a carve-out item. Like before you get to giving away the pot, the specific bequest is something that comes out first. So that would be, for example, if you wanted to say, I give everything to my two children, Joey and Susie, but before I give everything to them, first I want $10,000 to come off the top and go to my grandchild. Well, that $10,000 gift, that's called a specific bequest. So a specific bequest is a carve-out. Now, a lot of times people will make another mistake and they'll actually give away too many specific bequests. You know, we've seen these wills, maybe not done by a lawyer, where the specific bequests are like dozens or even 100, where they say, I give this dish to that person, I make a specific bequest of, you know, whatever, my coin collection to that person, and then they just have too many. And none of those things are worth that much, you know, maybe just a few dollars here and a few dollars there. Well, the thing is, when you give a specific bequest in your will, you're actually triggering legal duties for your executor after you pass away. So that executor that you've listed in your will is going to have to follow up on each and every one of those specific bequests in the last will and testament. So if you have too many specific bequests, that's a really daunting job for that executor. So you want to be thoughtful. Another option, instead of having like a million specific bequests of tangible items in your will, you can also have an add-on document. In our office, we label that a memorandum regarding personal belongings. And so that's not technically a part of your will, and because it's not a specific bequest in the will, whatever you put on your memorandum is also not necessarily legally binding. But you know, if you're giving away a dish or, you know, a sculpture or something that doesn't have a lot of value monetarily, having something that's not legally enforceable, that doesn't have to go through that will probate process, that's not triggering a legal duty for the executor, that's actually a good thing. Because that's just kind of letting the family handle honoring your wishes as you would have wanted it. So again, specific bequest is great if you want to give, you know, $10,000 to your church or $5,000 to a particular charity, or you want to give your car, maybe it's a classic Mustang, to somebody before you get to giving away the everything else. That's where specific bequest comes in. If you have little tiny items and you want to give away a bunch of those things, that's probably better for the memorandum regarding personal belongings. And then the percentages or fractions, that's the residue. That's not a specific bequest. And if this seems overwhelming for you, well, you know, that's why you should go see an estate planning attorney, because a lot of times we ask these questions of our clients without using confusing legal terminology. A lot of times when I meet with a client, I'll just say, okay, you know, nice to meet you. Who do you want to get everything when you pass away? And they'll say, well, what do you mean, who gets everything? And I mean, well, I'm actually asking you that question vaguely on purpose. I just want to hear from you. Who gets everything? And then as they're talking, the client will just sort of describe, well, I want my classic Mustang to go to my son, but everything else I just want to go 50-50. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, my name's Isaac Shutt. I'm an estate planning attorney, licensed both in Texas and in Wyoming.